my shit fucking up, man. My shit completely fucking up. I don't know what's going on. Fuck it. Work with what we got. Yeah, I'm only here for one half. Is shit working? Is it? Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, it's working. All right, what's going on, y'all? How's it going? How is it going? Yeah, I think that I got no audio on the television. Now it's like jumping and doing the most now. Weird. I don't know. Today's an off day. Today is an off day. Nah, I'm only here for one half. Because I have some things that I have to take care of. In a bit. Captain Espanol was good. So I'm here for one half. Oh, is this fucked up? I think it's fucked up. 100%. I think. I really, you know what? YouTube TV it is. YouTube TV it is, because Fox is completely messed up here. We're gonna have to go YouTube TV. Yeah, game had already started. I saw the fumble, and then the issue was there was damn. Okay. Yeah, so I saw the fumble. I'm like, all right. Well, what happens now? And then everything with the TV was fucking up. So I'm like, all right, do I start the stream? I don't. So all right, so it's a third down. I'm probably about a play behind, but it's all good. But yeah, I'm here for one half. Yeah, hoodie Adonis. No suit tonight. No suit tonight. Divorce code. Yeah, that was wild, wasn't it? That was absolutely wild, to say the least. Congratulations to the Miami Hurricanes. Again, I can't consider myself a full-time fan. Oh, what a tackle. Devontae Smith tried to see if he could get the first down. Sirianni's most likely going to try to go for it here. They're probably going to go for the tush push. They're probably going to try to see if they can go for the tush push. Yeah, it's a hoodie kind of day up until I have to depart. Because initially, I thought this game was slotted for 4:30. If it was 4:30, I'd be able to do the whole game. But because it's not, I'm really, at best, I can get you the first, I could get you the first 3 quarters, but that's really pushing it. Actually, let me move this over. I'm a walk. Here? Okay. We'll work with this. How do I feel about last night's fight? First and foremost, Tyron Woodley, I don't want to see that brother put gloves on no more. And Anderson Silva, low-key, should be ashamed of himself because he feinted the knee to set up the damn punch. Albeit, you got to do what you got to do to win. But I thought, y'all boxing, what are you feinting a knee for? And then ultimately, Jake Paul losing, I think Anthony Joshua tried to make the fight last longer than it needed to be. But ultimately, Jake was already gassed by the 4th round, as he's been every single fight. So I'm not remotely surprised. I have to make a video on it, but of course, can't run the risk of copyright. Hence why a lot of the boxing content I've run into issues over the past month. So it'll probably be something strictly for Patreon. 4th and 1, they're not going to go for it. They're going to mess around and punt. The girls' fight was very good. Very good. I was shocked that it went on as long as it did. The women's fight was spectacular. Doom said it wasn't letting you type in chat. That's odd. Jake trying to steal chains. He deserved to lose. I didn't know anything about that. I saw a clip of Logan trying to go and take Anthony Joshua's chain, but I think that was just in jest. Angela in the building. What's going on? Put 2 on, say, hey, friend, go Commanders. They're off to a good start. They should have scored a touchdown on the opening drive, but beggars can't be choosers. You force a fumble on the opening kickoff. You attempt to see if maybe, you can take advantage and get into the end zone. You don't. You get 3. But here's the situation. Commanders are already in the death note. For the Eagles, Yeah, it was 100% PI on Cooper DeJean, I believe it was, right? Cooper DeJean in the end zone was holding, and the referee didn't throw the flag. Holding or pass interference, one or the other. Cooper DeJean, 100% that was a foul. It should have been a flag. Should have been a flag. Yeah, and I'm not live for tonight's game because I have place that I have to be. So initially I was the plan was to go live for the entirety of the first game. Packers and Bears was originally slotted for the earlier game, but remember, they were flexible between this game and the later game. A couple weeks back, they announced Packers Bears is going to be the later game, so I'm like, oh fuck, can't do that one. So at least I could do Commanders and Eagles. Originally they had it 4:30, not anymore. So it's clipped because I got to be somewhere at 8. I probably got to leave at like 7:30. So I get you 2 quarters, maybe 3, but beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. Yes, I'm on a treadmill. Christian put 5 on, said, give it up to the Crimson Tide. Got a W. They came back. I believe they were down 17-0. Despite the Bama haters saying they couldn't be there. Y'all can slob. y'all can slob on my knob, Mitches. There it is. No, not the funeral tonight. The funeral's on Friday. Shout out to Jeff. He actually sent me a text message sending over, further well wishes. But the funeral is on this upcoming Friday. But I have a previous engagement that I was already had set up to go to well before the unfortunate passing of the unknown Adonis. So there is that. And the Eagles is his team. Ironically, because Fox, the network, is fucking up and I have to log into YouTube TV, it's his account. So there's that. Still failing to get into the phone as well. And I ordered a pendant for to commemorate myself and the unknown Adonis, but it hasn't came in the mail yet. Has not came in the mail yet. So should arrive, I'd like to believe, within the week. I'd like to have it before the funeral, but it is what it is. William put 5 on it. Giving out gifts. Donations. I appreciate that. Chris said, can we attend the funeral, CA? Just trying to support not power shows. Well, a couple of people had reached out to me and asked, and truly, yes and no to a degree, because we kind of want to keep it smaller and intimate. Because ultimately you open up doors. The problem is there may be some that truly, all right, you want to pull up, send your condolences, be there, not only for myself, the unchiseled Adonis and the family and things of that nature, but then you also open up the door for individuals who just simply, looking for an opportunity, if you will. So that's kind of where it's a little tough. But I just appreciate the condolences one way or another. Yeah, folks, is holding up. I guess people are just trying to make sense of how everything went down, So that's kind of what makes things a little bit tough. Trying to just make sense of it. Yeah, bro, he's 31, son. Wow, Terry McLaurin fell, gets able to still hold on to the football. That's a first down. Commanders' drive continues. Nothing on Underdog for this game, but make sure you guys scan the QR code, download the Underdog app, use the promo code Adonis. We're on a 3-game win streak. The only reason why I didn't put anything on the game is primarily because I knew I wouldn't be able to be live all the way through, right? So Sunday night, we're back at it. Philip said, I got you. Well, hopefully the content streaming has been beneficial to me. It can be toxic sometimes. Either way, going to continue to pray for y'all and so support when able. Yeah, absolutely. It has been wonders for me, because some folks is like, man, try not to throw yourself so much into work. And I haven't done more than I already originally do. I've taken some time to, be with the fam. I've even taken time to myself to just like sit there and just think, although I still have no idea how to grieve, if you will, but there's no real, the right way to do it. So just trying to make sense of stuff, taking a day at a time. All right, there we go. 2nd and 7, gain of 3. Gain of 3 here. The commentary for tonight's games, it's not going to be separated into a Saturday special. Everything will be put together in tomorrow's commentary. So that way, because a situation where, all right, bet, try to record this one, get these both games compiled together right into the Sunday, I don't think it's going to work. So everything's going to be compiled together on a Sunday commentary. Caveman for 2-1 said, hi, I can't chat on YouTube. You've been stuffy. Why is that? What's going on? Something changed? On YouTube? Something changed? Hold on. Adaptive, what's going on? Did something change? Oh, I switched that. Because the YouTube chat's not working? Oh, YouTube's just having issues. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's anything on my end that I can do. It might just be an issue that YouTube's having. Maybe see if you could hit refresh, and then return back in and see if it's working. Hit refresh, then return back in and see if it's working. That's a little odd. Are the NFL playoffs the most the most postseason in all of sports? Do you mean like the most entertaining, or because I think hockey certainly has a high level of excitement for their playoffs as well. But football is king in this country. 3rd and 14. Mariota keeping the play alive down the field. Oh, God. Shit, he couldn't hold on to the football. Incomplete. They got a punt. Incomplete. They got a punt. Oh, the most fun? Dwayne said Jake Paul got knocked out yesterday, and he broke his jaw, too, in 2 spots. He had his jaw broken. But yeah, if the Eagles win tonight, I believe the Cowboys are in the death note. The Eagles might need to lose every game moving forward, because what is their record? 9-5? Yeah. So the Eagles have to lose every game, and the Cowboys have to win every game in order to make it to the playoffs. They need a collapse. I'm holding up all right. Single elimination is a thriller, 100%. I prefer single elimination over series because you have the benefit of knowing it really don't matter what the fuck the regular season look like. If you play your best game today and it's better than your opposition, you got an opportunity to advance to the next round. So I personally think the NFL playoffs is the most entertaining across the board. The only downside is when you have a few duds that make it into the postseason, so those games aren't as competitive. So, like, let's just say, for example, only one team has ever won from the 7th seed, being the Packers when they took down the Cowboys, right? Outside of that, it's damn near, over the course of the last 4 years, actually, no, 5 years, because they started Super Wildcard Weekend in 2020, right? So over the course of the last 5 years, it's all but guaranteed the 2-7 matchup is going to go to the 2. Guaranteed, with the exception of 1 year. So that game, it's not something, oh man, we must watch, unless you're a fan. And then, of course, you're just you just enjoy football. You're going to watch. But it's a situation where sometimes things can be a little predictable. But in a series, like, I think hockey in the playoffs, having gone to a couple of hockey playoff games, bro, the atmosphere is just different. But I haven't had a chance to go to a playoff football game yet. I've went to a ton of playoff basketball games, but I think the NBA playoffs, it depends on the teams. The games in and of itself in the postseason, I don't think straight out the gate, I'm at an NBA playoff game, that you feel like, it depends on the teams that's playing. The NHL game, it didn't matter who the fuck was playing. That shit was on tilt. NFL, just from a viewing perspective, even if it's a 2-7, like I said earlier, like it's somewhat predictability that's there, but you should at least, it's single elimination, so you're on the edge of your seat regardless. It's just that until you start to have more 7s win against 2s, that can kind of change stuff up. What if the NFL playoffs went 7 games? Ridiculous. Somebody's going to die. It's impossible. It's impossible. Because if you think about it, you're playing against the same team, right? Football requires practice. You can't just, we play. Well, World Cup is a little bit different because World Cup is a little bit different. Even like with soccer, single elimination. But that's soccer. But the World Cup is the biggest in the world of actual, elimination style playoff, if you will. That's a different tier. You were watching Miami versus Texas A&M game. They kept showing a crackhead on TV, and it was Michael Irvin who would have a thought. Well, Mike has been sober now for, I think, over a decade. Might be going on 2. Mike's been sober for a while, but he's enjoyed life. This sounds crazy, but he's enjoyed life so well under the influence that he probably can replicate that exact same feeling even when sober. Like when you see Mike, folks be like, he must be on the purest of cocaine. He's been sober for years. But maybe he just remembered the feeling, or perhaps we just haven't had the chance in this side of the millennium to experience coked up Irvin. But man, that brother had fun wherever he go. Philip said, did I see Jack Doherty and his crew get the beats by Dre picking up a fight with a former UFC champion? Andrei Arlovsky last night after the Jake fight. I didn't know they got into a fight. I saw they put the camera on him. Oh, wow. A.J. Brown with the catch and run. Another first down for the Eagles. I didn't know they got into a fight. Best 2 out of 3 is the best you could do for football. Separated by a week each game. Here's the problem. Best 2 out of 3. Are you keeping the same format for the playoffs? Because look at it like this. If it's 2 out of 3, what happens for the divisional round? Are you going to have a guaranteed, if I win 2 of the 3 games, is it a guaranteed 2-week break? Because if I'm the divisional team, why is it that I got to wait? Oh, well, I got to play 1 week sooner because the wild card team just messed around and won. Damn, Devontae Smith can hold on to the football. It wouldn't work. And on top of that, how long's the season? If you keep it 17 games, you're going from September up until the first week of January. Now, wild card weekend is the remainder of January. Divisional round is the last week of January to the middle of February. Championship weekend goes into March. And if the Super Bowl is the season with football is a grueling sport, it won't work. I should get an Echo bike. No, the gym has one. I'm not buying one. I'm not buying one. I did have some tortured workouts where do the Echo bike, they take the legs out, so you just arms. That shit was brutal. But yeah, you can't, it just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. Yeah, I'm only here for the first half. I'm here for the first half, perhaps the third quarter, but I got somewhere to be at 8, so unless this game was like super run heavy where it's over in 2 hours, then I'd stick around the whole time, but no shot that's going to happen. You do it just for the Super Bowl, but it'd be weird. It would kill the allure of the game. NVO, what's happening? Any shot we get season 3 of the chiseling of the Chiseled Adonis? I mean, like I said then, it's not on me to record it. It's on him. So once he begins the process, I'd share it, but that's on him. I can't do anything else at this point. And him and Unknown Adonis had made a pact at my Friendsgiving last month that they was going to get themselves in better health, you know, to go on a cruise next year. Fortunately for unknown Adonis, he passed. So if this isn't the wake-up call for unchiseled Adonis, I don't know. Now, albeit different situations. One is just sickness where there's only so much he could have done. If he got, the only thing he could have did was like get a transplant, but we were just waiting to get on the list. So it's on unchiseled to get himself right. So I told him, like, hey man, listen, I yoked him up in the hospital. I'm like, yo, fam, listen, you better get your shit together, because all we got left now. Saquon Barkley, touchdown. Touchdown. Yoke up mid-morning is crazy. Listen, sometimes you got to have that conversation. Sometimes you got to have that conversation, because folks don't be taking shit seriously. Like, don't get me wrong. I ain't telling you to be so incredibly, you know, anal on the, wait, I'm counting every single calorie. I'm trying not to, you know, have no sweets whatsoever. I'm not. It's going to be tough regardless, but you got to make a change at one point, especially because most people, everybody got problems till you got a health problem. The moment you got a health problem, that's the only problem. Call a spade a spade. So if you're in a situation where you somewhat borderline, bro, don't let it get there. You know, take care of yourself, you know? Nah, the funeral's on Friday, next Friday. Next Friday. It's the day after Christmas. His knee is down. This is coming back. His knee is down. This is coming back. I'd be shocked if they award them the touchdown here. This is coming back. His knee is down. He didn't cross into the end zone. His knee's down. This is coming back. Oh, she right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Lady got a helmet. Oh, that reminds me. I had ordered one of the helmets before Underdog was gonna send it. So wait, second and goal. Hey, refs better keep an eye on what's going on. Second and goal. They're gonna try to touch. Oh, he moved. Hey, that's a flag. He moved. False start. Back him up 5. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. Back him up 5. There's the flag. Stop playing with him. That's a false start. You can't keep fucking false starting on the damn tush push. Brotherly shove. No. No. Unchiseled is still alive. Unknown Adonis is dead. Wrong Adonis. All right, that felt uncomfortable to say. Under 3 minutes remaining. Yeah, the Eagles keep getting flags. Did I hear about all the stolen cars happening in Mill Bay? I did not hear anything about that. Second and goal. Hurts gonna let it fly. Got him anyway. Touchdown, Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Devontae Smith. Kyle put 5 on, said, what's going on, dude? Hope all is well. You made homemade enchiladas for dinner. Delicious. Duval. Yes, indeed. I'm glad that you had some good enchiladas. You can never go wrong with a good enchilada. Yeah, you probably, yeah, because he's unknown for an unknown reason. So unless you were tuning in religiously to the streams, then most people didn't know about the unknown Adonis. So I can't hold you for that. Keep in mind, if Philadelphia wins, division champs, and Dallas in the depth. Yes. If Philly wins, Dallas is going inside of the Death Note. Skinny Batman with the TD. I ordered the helmet. I actually didn't open the box. Where is the box? Is it? It's in this room, is it not? Oh, it's right there. Yeah. Yeah, so I have the helmet. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll have it here on stream. But I was supposed to have my custom visor, but the company that I ordered it from, their machine broke. So they said it'll probably take about a month and change for them to even begin the production, because the company that manufactures the machine, they're 10 some hours away, and Christmas coming up next week. Them motherfuckers is off for like 2 weeks. I'm like, hey, listen, you don't got to explain the spiel. He said he's going to refund me the bread. They sent the money back. Most likely he'll end up processing and make it there on Tuesday or so. So I'm not going to have the visor But I have one of the helmets. And then I believe the Underdog helmet probably should have been there this week, but maybe next week. So we'll see. Year in review, male athlete of the year. Who was it? Probably SGA. Well, male athlete across the board. So for women, you have Coco Gauff. You got Coco, you got Asia. You have Olympics was this year? No, it was last year. Women's athlete of the year. Asia. Got Shorty and probably would have to go Coco. Men's, there's a gentleman in tennis. I think he's Hispanic. Is that soccer? Who won the Ballon d'Or? Was it Dembele? You have that, but SGA. I don't think anybody in the NFL would ultimately be able to go and get that that moniker. Oh, Alcaraz? Yeah. What's my favorite nickname that I gave somebody? Shit, I ain't give him the nickname, so that one wouldn't qualify. Favorite nickname that I gave somebody. You know, Unchiseled is hilarious. But Resident Hobbit, no. Probably Unchiseled. Year in review, best championship team across all of the sports. Probably the Oklahoma City Thunder. If it was up to me, Philip said, if it was up to me and the Steelers wound up with either Kyler Murray, Tua, good run, first down, was by having with either Kyler Murray, Tua, Daniel Jones, or another season with Rodgers, what would be my choice? Daniel Jones played very well, but coming off of a Achilles, I mean, shit, we got Rodgers 2 years removed from an Achilles. I love Rodgers. He's one of my top 5 favorite quarterbacks to watch. But I think this year is not necessarily like a Brett Favre 09 because Rodgers isn't lighting it up per se, but he's starting to click now. Of the group, I'd probably go another year with Rodgers because I really like Kyler Murray, but I just don't know. I'm 100% not going Tua. I liked Daniel Jones' production this year, but I don't think he would be able to do that in Pittsburgh. I'd probably go Rodgers again, truly. I'd probably go Rodgers again. Mariota gonna throw, dump off, Debo doing nothing. Gain of a couple here. 3rd and long coming up right now. Nicholas said this would be the funniest way the Cowboys get eliminated because remember, Washington beat the Eagles, not Dallas, out of playoff contention last year. If the Eagles beat Washington, take a knockout of them as well. Yep. You lose without even being a part of it. The Steelers are in the mix for one of the teams trading for Tua. They don't got the money. So I don't know who told you that. Oh, wow, Mariota's got nowhere to go. Brandon Graham gets his 4th sack on the season. No, pardon me, his 3rd sack on the season. Old man Graham still making plays. Unc still got it. Wait, they did a triple team? Oh my Lord. Steelers could trade a third for Shador. It's not happening. It's 100% not happening. Like, unless there's a situation where, Cleveland were to go back to Gabriel, or perhaps they're considering starting Watson next year, which they wouldn't. I saw a tweet. It was obviously from a parody account. I don't see it. Pittsburgh should have just drafted him. If somebody pays for Tua, they need to retire immediately. I think he needs to go somewhere where you have a surefire O-line and has pieces at receiver, but at the same time, his just decision-making and processing isn't there. He needs to be with, where the fuck is it Tom Moore? He coached Peyton. He also coached Brady. He might still be in Tampa with Baker Mayfield or something. Like, he needs to have a coach that is like what Bruce Arians was a quarterback whisperer, somebody like that. With Rivers coming out of retirement to help Indy, who would I want to see come back to join a contending NFL team? Adrian Peterson. I'd love to see Adrian Peterson back on the field. Now, albeit he's a running back, so it's a little bit different for him. I think quarterback, you can kind of get away with being very old. So I'll say Adrian Peterson is one. Aaron Donald, which Adrian Peterson? It has to only be the Minnesota Adrian Peterson, because unfortunately, the Chicago Adrian Peterson also passed away. So he's a little bit too busy. Too busy being dead. Rest in peace to that brother as well. But so there'd only be one. Aaron Donald, I'd love to see Aaron Donald make an appearance as well, if that was the case. I'd love to see him make a comeback too. Wait, the other Adrian Peterson still alive? Let me see here. Shit, he's still alive. So who was it? Was it Cedric Benson? Oh, it was Cedric Benson. I'm bugging. Might have been Cedric Benson. Because there was a Chicago running back that had passed away. Did Cedric play for Chicago? No, he was, yeah. Cedric was in Chicago early. Yeah, he passed away. And then also, Marion Barber had passed away in the sauna a few years back as well. Yeah, the other Adrian Peterson still around. Yeah, Marion Barber passed away. And then also, Miss 615 killing people off challenge is crazy. Yeah, Doug Martin had passed away as well. Jeff in the building, what's going on? Yeah, the other Adrian Peterson still, yeah, but it would have to be Minnesota. But I would say offense, give me AP. I'd love to see AP back on the field. And then defense, give me AD. I'd like to see Aaron Donald back on the field. All right, here we go. Second quarter. Philadelphia trying to go the length of the field here. Philadelphia trying to go the length of the field here. A.J. Brown couldn't get to the football. Damn, they did hella tapings like that for Raw and SmackDown? Shit. Dallas less than 45 minutes away from the Death Note. Yep. Tony Ferguson's fighting? The fuck? Nah, AB, as much as I loved watching AB on the field, AB at this point is no longer like, because I'm thinking folks who would step back on the field, not only perform very well, but actually have their mind on football. Because 100%, I think if somebody called Adrian Peterson and said, yo, step onto the field and go put, some good reps out there, AP is going to give you everything you got. AD going to give you everything you got. AB is going to be a lot of motherfucking, theatrics that come with it. Oh, he just caught a knockout on the Misfits. Andrew Tate's fighting Chase Demore in the main event. Really? Shit. T.O.? Nah, T.O. It's been too long. It's been too long. Because if it's folks coming back in their prime, that's a different conversation. But we talk about somebody just come off their couch today, like Rivers did, last week. Supreme Mind in the building. What's going on? Why am I walking on a treadmill getting my steps? Why didn't Bell get another chance? Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing Le'Veon Bell back in the field, but he went to go get the more guaranteed money in New York, which rightfully so. I think it was the right call. Just to secure the bag, because Pittsburgh only gave him $10 million guaranteed, $75 million contract, but only 10 guaranteed. I believe the Jets, it was $40 million guaranteed. You got to secure the bag. So I get it. The only downside is you went to a team that ultimately they wasn't really prioritizing your legacy. So it was a wrap.
C is now following.
Nah, Cam, I don't think it'd have been very beneficial for Cam. Cam would have to go to the right team. Cam would legitimately have to go to the right team with pieces all around him so you can disguise, the step back in his game to a degree. Jim McMahon is crazy in 2025. Supreme's the most creative person you ever seen. Well, I appreciate that. That's high praise. James Harrison? Nah. Nah, James Harrison pushing 50. I don't think that's a good move. Well, 45 maybe. I don't think he's pushing 50 just yet. Sean Barkley going nowhere, taken down after a gain or two. Cam is butthurt that nobody called him. And to a degree, I can't blame him. Because Rivers literally wasn't even thinking about playing football like that. But it's not a situation where it's a team that didn't already have a relationship reach out. He had played for Indianapolis last, so it kind of makes sense that they would be the ones who go and call. If it was Tennessee or Arizona, a team that got no relationship with Phillip, no coaches that had a relationship with Phillip, but they on some, can you come out of retirement? That'd have been crazy. There's the pass. Wow, what a catch by A.J. Brown. What a catch by A.J. Brown. First down for the Eagles. What a pass. Even better catch. That was a dangerous-ass pass, but that's a grown man catch right there. That's a grown man catch right there. Most underrated all-time great Super Bowl champion, maybe the 91 Redskins. That just came off the top of my head. Maybe the 91 Redskins. Them boys were some fucking demons. Them boys were some fucking demons. Like, because a lot of teams get their flowers, like the 78 Steelers, the 13 Seahawks, the 72 Dolphins. Ooh. A lot of them squads, 85 Bears. A lot of them squads get they flowers. 91 Redskins, them boys was some fucking, there was a problem. Them boys was a problem. Even the 98 Broncos were pretty doggone good too. But I think they somewhat get their flowers. '24 Eagles way too recent. They way too recent. Like the reigning champions on the TV right now. They way too recent. Folks not discrediting that squad. First down. He rolled through too. That's got to be a first down. The Eagles having their way right now. Because we going underrated, so you got to 07 Giants get their flowers all the time. Like, remember, we're talking about underrated, somebody who's not in conversations when you talk about, like, the greatest team. The 07 Colts didn't win it. They won the championship in the year 07, but they would be categorized as the 06 Colts. Triggy said top 5 non-QB all time to be a QB for the team. What do you mean? Non-QBs to be a QB? So you mean like somebody who doesn't play the role, or I should say the position of quarterback, that would have to be a quarterback? What do you mean? Like when Tom Tupa had to step in as a punter to go play quarterback? What do you mean by that? The 10 Packers came from the wild card too, just like the 05 Steelers did as well. 07 Giants did as well. But I think because of the quarterbacks, or I should say the quarterback that led the 2010 Packers, they still do get a bit of credit because that was a good team. That was a good team. You had the reigning defensive player of the year in Charles Woodson, ultimately went out early in that game. You had the soon to become MVP the next year in Rodgers. They played a very good game. Official. For 5-1 said Texas A&M went undefeated till the last game, have one of the greatest comebacks just to lose a home playoff game to a bum team. Horrific frauds. Hey, Alabama's going to be Alabama. Oh, I should say Miami is going to be Miami. Oklahoma took that L to Alabama. But Miami took care of business. 15 Cardinals was underrated. The 15 Cardinals was a good football team, but Cam Newton that year was just going crazy. You talk about the will and heart and soul of a fucking franchise on offense, and then Kuechly on defense alongside Thomas Davis, Josh Norman. Them boys was playing football. No Watt, no her big time. Sawyer got to step up. Wait, there's no Watt tomorrow? Is he out again? Hurts pass incomplete. Remains sideline. Damn, no Watt against the Lions. Shit. So he's officially out for tomorrow. Oof. Pain. All right, they're going to try a field goal here. Angela put 2 on, said the 91 DC team is criminally underrated, 100%. Kick is no good. He missed it wide to the left. Jake Elliott could not connect. Elliott could not connect. And the Eagles remain with a 4-point lead. Damn, he missed it. He missed it. What a shame. Cowboys fans are breathing a sigh of relief for now. No, they're not. They on edge because they don't control their destiny. They still watching the Commanders losing. Starkiller said that was pass interference. Grab dude before he had the ball. You mean on the after the fumble recovery and then Washington was driving on the third down right before the field goal? I agree. If that's what you're talking about, it should have been a flag on Cooper DeJean. Miami Hurricanes won you a fat bag today. Made you feel better about going to work all week, going to work on a Saturday. I hear that. If I was a Cowboys fan, slap the guy that's on the other side of the mirror. Well, yeah, they're gonna be in for a competition here. Let me open this up here. It's saying that they got a fight going on. Who's this Chase? Oh wait, is this the Chase guy? Is from wasn't there a reality? Was it Too Hot to Handle? Is that where he from? Congrats on the Steelers hanging in there. Yes, they still are hanging around, but a lot of more work to do. Offense is starting to actually take some form, but Calvin Austin got to break out and start fucking catching, passes down the field. I'm actually happy with having both Adam Thielen and MVS because I believe in veterans. I've said time and time again, if it was up to me, I'd like to have a lot of has-beens rather than never has guys, just not too much. You want to have them sprinkled in here and there so you have some veteran leadership that's there. But they have a couple of guys. Now, with MVS, he's a bit more of a deep threat, although he has a bit of occasional hands as well, but has a history of being able to go and get down the field and catch some passes and shit. If he can consistently get to, oh, wait a minute. Oh, shit. Great pass from Mariota. Terry McLaurin able to take the ball down at the 25. That's a catch. All right, Scary Terry. Let's make some plays. But I think Pittsburgh can at least have their offense come together where it's too much of this fucking small check down shit. What a play. Adoree Jackson getting beat again. It's still crazy to me. This man, no, what was it? No INTs? Yeah, he only has, son only got 5 INTs in his career. That is crazy to me. Adoree Jackson only has 5 interceptions in his whole career. It just don't make sense, bro. When Mans came out of USC, you would have thought he was about to be a fucking generational talent. The way they was talking about him. Son only got 5 picks in his whole career. There's Debo. Oh, couple blockers. Come on, Debo. Come on, Debo. Come on, Debo. Down to the 11. Or is that the 16-yard line? That's a big-time play right there. No, I think he got to the 16. Yeah, he got the first down. Oh, no, that's the 11. He got down at the 11. So now they at least have a chance to possibly get a first and goal if they pick up a first down and get to the 1-yard line. Yeah, he was a first-round pick, too. B. Luck said, looks like y'all might break the 9-8, 10-7 curse. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's still going to be a tough situation because, remember, you got to win out in order to get to that 11 wins. You're playing against Detroit, who cannot afford to lose. So a dream situation would be Pittsburgh win all the next 2 games because you got Cleveland next week. And then if you beat Detroit today, if Baltimore were to lose 1 of 2, by the time you make it to week 18, hey, it really don't matter what the fuck happens in that game. But we'll see how they respond. Tricky Trade Patuon said top 5 U.S. champions of all time. 75 to 2020 wrestlers. Ooh, down he goes. U.S. champion. U.S. champion. You know, now that I think about it, I'm struggling to remember the lineage prior to when they revived the title in WWE. So I'll keep it between 02 to now. Cena, Benoit, MVP. Oh, he about to, dang, oh, that's it. There it is. First and goal. First and goal from the 1-yard line. First and goal. Benoit, Cena. Benoit, Cena, MVP. I'll go Benoit, Cena, MVP, Bobby, and Lashley, that is. And if I wanted one more, I don't know if I'd go Guerrero. But wow, they ended up coming back. They said he's short on replay assist. Go for it. Go for it. Oh, yeah, his knee and the ball was coming out, but he held on to it. Yeah, he's short of the first down because the knee touched down. He's short by an inch. Damn. I need one more, right? I need one more. I want to go Matt. No. They're going to go for it here. Mariota might want to tuck this football and just go. Oh, wait, what the hell? Challenge flag just came out. They said to hell with replay assist. We want to take another look. We want to take another look. They said they're going to take another look. Official Platoon said we had enough on Friday to miss SmackDown. Yeah, they said they're going to challenge. They challenge in the replay assist. What am I walking on? Walking bad. 4 first-round picks for Burrow is outrageous. I'll throw Eddie. Yeah, somebody launched the flag because I thought something fell from the rafters. I'm sitting there like, what the hell was that red flag coming from? Where did that red flag come from? About 6. Challenge on TV was hilarious. Yeah. You're proud of the Broncos. They can clinch the 1 seed tomorrow. Okay. Start, bench, cut, trade, Elway, Manning, Brady, Marino. As much as Manning's my favorite quarterback all time, in this situation, I don't want to take into account just team success, but Brady gets to start. Now, between Manning and Elway, they both had unfortunate choke jobs in the postseason. I think Manning edges out Elway slightly, despite the fact, I mean, the last one he did get carried, but I still think Manning was a better quarterback, slightly than Elway. Now, between Elway and Marino, I think Marino's a better quarterback than Elway, but Elway has more postseason success than Marino does, but that's the fucking front office didn't help out Marino. Just pure quarterbacking, I feel bad cutting Marino, but it's like you trade Marino, you trade Elway. Kind of tough, you know? They lost the challenge. They lost the challenge regardless. Son wasted a damn timeout for no reason and a challenge. Lost the timeout and a challenge. I'll say cut Marino. Oof. Trade Elway. 4th and 1. They're going to go for it. Got it. First down. First down. That might be a touchdown. That might be a touchdown. I think they're going to mark him short. He's 100% got the first down. It's either touchdown or first down. Oh, that's a TD. It depends on where his knee is at. That's a TD. If his knee never touched down, that's a score. If his knee never touched down, they might want to look at that. Replay assist should immediately come in and view. I'm shocked they didn't have replay assist go and see if he had a TD, because if his knee didn't touch down, that's a score. He's going to score anyway. They're going to mark him down again? Bro, what are we doing, son? Yeah, Commander's about to score right here. Take the lead. Got it. There's no way he got denied again, bro. Stop it. That's a TD. He's in. Touchdown. How the fuck are they still deliberate? It's a TD. Give him the points. What are we doing? Damn officials is wilding. Give him the touchdown. Elway took a team to the Super Bowl, even though his coach's philosophy was to run first and second and third down. Well, I mean, consider it depends on which, because the earlier Elway, Dan Reeves teams were really primarily leaning towards Elway's strengths. The later Elway teams, Terrell Davis is all world, so you should hand him the football. And then remember, those are the last 2 seasons of Elway's career. He still threw very well. But that whole team was very, very good. Like the middle of the 90s until the 98, those Broncos teams were very good. They were very good. In fact, it's actually shocking the 96 Broncos didn't make a run, but the Jags got them, I believe. Oh, shit, the Andrew Tate fight just started. Interesting. But touchdown, Bullet Bill to the end zone. Game should be tied up right now, but no, Missy Elliott back at it. I like that. Missy Elliott is funny. It was the Jags? Yeah. He's going to win or fail? Well, we'll see. The old man got it. Taking on a former reality star. Yeah, I have it here in the first round. Who's he fighting? Chase Demore, I believe. But he was on Too Hot to Handle. Oh, Tate just got caught with a left hand. I should say a right hand. Chase is their heavyweight champion. Well, there it is. So this man just walks in, said, I'm super clouded up, arguably a billionaire, allegedly, and I could challenge for the championship. That'd be hilarious if he won. It'd be even funnier for the memes if he lost. Will we see knockout fights in yes. Because it just depends on which ones can get clearance to be able to make those commentaries. WWE quiz. Maybe Monday. Out of all NFL teams that don't have a Super Bowl ring, who do I think should have won a championship by now? The Panthers don't have one. I think Carolina, since joining the NFL, I believe in 95 as the expansion team, they probably have had the most competitive teams. Arizona here and there, but they've primarily been more towards the bottom. So you have Cardinals. The Texans really just started mid-2010s. Like, they had a couple of teams the early 2010s, but mid-2010s into the 2020s, they started to now be in a situation where they're really competing like that. But I'd say Carolina and Buffalo for both conferences, those two teams, they should have been squads that had a Super Bowl. Yeah, between those two teams in both conferences. Houston should have won, but the Oilers, as the Oilers got blasted. Yeah. But if they won, unfortunately, that would have ended up being Tennessee's lineage, if I'm not mistaken. Because the Houston Texans don't have the Oilers' history. Because when they're celebrating Earl Campbell and all the other stuff, it's not the Texans. It's ultimately the Titans who somewhat acknowledge the Oilers. Like, it's weird. I don't know. But then, for whatever reason, the Browns, if it was the Browns that moved to Baltimore and then they had a new Browns, but then the new Browns took the lineage of the old Browns. That's a little odd. Or maybe I have it in reverse. No, I don't have it in reverse because Baltimore didn't have. The Baltimore Colts had left, went to Indianapolis. Indianapolis took the history of the Baltimore Colts because that was the Colts. So the Ravens don't have the previous Baltimore history. So it's. Oh, wait, I think he threw an elbow. You think it's because the Texans were a brand? No, it's because they were a brand new franchise. That's why. That's why. Yeah, because they don't keep the. Yeah, the Browns kept their lineage. Saquon Barkley, gain of about 8. Cardinals, one of the oldest teams. They should have had one by because the Cardinals been around since was it the St. Louis Cardinals? They might have been around since the beginning of the NFL, before the actual NFL. I think the Cardinals been around since 1919. They might have been right there when Chicago started. Yeah, Chicago's Cardinals. Yeah. So they've been around for a minute. Well, no, 1890 a little bit different. 1898 is a little bit different. That's not, because 1919 is when everything officially started. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. Joshua Patuan said, going live for the Packers Bears. No, I am not. I'm not even going to be live for this entire game. Chargers should have got one with LT. Yeah. The Chargers actually is another team that has decent lineage, because you have the Dan Fouts early 80s Chargers that unfortunately couldn't get over the hump. Then in the 90s with the Superchargers, they lost against San Francisco, rightfully so, because they was going to get fucking cooked, and they did. And then the 2000s Chargers underperformed. 2010s Chargers just simply could not get out the way of injuries. So the Chargers are in a tough spot. St. Louis Cardinals is baseball. Well, there it is. Bengals, not so much. Because the Bengals, you had a couple of isolated seasons where they were really good, but for the most part, their history has been underperforming. KC gets one more loss. Then they get a losing season. Yeah. If they get one more loss, then they're on a losing season. They get a losing season. Supreme Mind. Oh, is it the first time in the stream? I can't believe I'm still walking on a treadmill. Yeah, I think it's been like an hour now. Been on here. Who do I have between the Packers and the Bears? I'm still going Bears. 90s Bills could have possibly got one, but their best chance was the wide right. Philip said, what's my reaction if somehow the Steelers traded 3 firsts for Joe Burrow and made it work in the cap? You have to get an offensive line to protect him. And I don't trust the Steelers O-line. Final 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Final 2 minutes. Colts, Falcons, Jags. Hold on. Wait. Dump off. That's another first down. A.J. Brown, just go down. Get the first down. 98 Vikings. Yeah, the Vikings also have a history of, unfortunately, failing in the big game and then also losing in brutal NFC championships. 98, 09, 17. Tough losses in championship games. Hurts better run. Go down. Just slide. Go down. They hugging too much in this fight, by the way. Nathan Batum said one of the greatest Thursday night games 2 days ago. Indeed. 114. 110 left, 105. We get into 1 minute. They got to go about 12 yards to get into field goal range. A.J. Brown first down again. You don't got to use a timeout here, but you can if you want. Oh, Tate is very predictable here. Yes, brothers. His legs is going. His legs is going. A.J. Brown again. Yo, he's having a great fight. Oh, pardon me. He's having a great night. A.J. Brown's having a great night. Chase is going to win this fight. Tate's going to lose. Tate's going to lose. He might get knocked out. Which team McNabb rooting for? Probably the Commanders. A.J. Brown, 7 catches, 83 yards. Yeah, play ahead. Yeah, because I'm watching on YouTube TV. My Fox is fucked up. Oh, he lost the ball. Ball is loose. Hurts got to run. Hurts got to run. And he goes down for a great loss. Timeout. Got to call timeout. Great rush right there. Was that Martin who got home? Yeah, Martin knocks that football loose. Wow. Volga said, you like Aaron Donald. You like Aaron Donald, but you don't like how people put him over Joe Green, Alan Page, who was the MVP in 71. No, but Aaron Donald was on a different, like, truly, I think he's the greatest defensive tackle to play the game because he may not have as much accolades as Joe Green, doesn't have the MVP like Page, and Page might have been the greatest blocking, like pass blocking defensive lineman next to maybe, and when I say pass, I'm talking about like batting shit down because I think he blocked a few punts or field goals, things like that. But overall, Donald's dominance in the 2010s into the early 2000s was spectacular. Whether it was against the run, he was a very good run stopper. He was probably maybe the greatest pass rushing defensive tackle next to John Randall. So monster, bro, a monster. But there's really 7 or 8 really of the greatest D tackles of all time. Like, it's not a large group. Nathan Pavavon said, to be 100% honest, you don't care who wins the Super Bowl this year. You're just glad it's not the Chiefs. Time for fresh blood in the AFC. AD's in a league of his own. Yeah, Eagles, you don't have to do Oklahoma A&M. You can do this thing called offense. 4 quarters. Well, we'll see what they can do. 18 seconds left here, 4th and 4. I think they're just going to try to run the go. $18 seconds here. What do you got? You're at the 40. You got 1 timeout, so you could just try to. Obviously, the only option you have is first down here. Timeout, kick the field goal. They're going to use their last timeout. I don't like that. I don't like that. Texans, Rams, Super Bowl. The Texans are playing very good football. They are playing very good football. All right, let's see what he got. Field goal, 57-yarder. This is shorter than his career long. This is shorter than his career long. There it is, the kick. It's wide left again, no good. It's wide left again, no good. Oh, my God, he missed back-to-back field goals, bro. He missed back-to-back field goals. Is there a flag? What's the flag for? There's no way these motherfuckers was offsides. Are you dumb? They lined up offsides. Wow. 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 That's outrageous, bro. He missed a field goal. You got 18 seconds. It probably would have been 14. You could get a playoff. These motherfuckers, oh my God. Ridiculous, fam. Now they get a first down, 13 seconds. Terrell Owens back in the league. Nah. There's the pass. Incomplete. They might as well just kick the field goal again. You got one more play, and then that's it. Yeah, Tate getting pieced up. Tate getting pieced up. All right, here we go. They're going to try it one more time. This one from 52. Oh, my God, he missed again. He missed again. You've got to be kidding me. What is going on? He missed again. That's incredible. He's missed 3 times in a row. He's having a Nick Folk moment. Golly, hey, somebody go confiscate his leg, bro. What part of the game is this? Brother having a tough time out there. Man's foot just for decoration. Give me my leg, bro. Give me my leg. You missed 3 straight kicks? Oh, my God. 3 straight kicks, all of them wide to the left. What's happening? You ain't got to question where he's registered to go and vote. Buddy he's picking left every single time. Golly, he's draped in blue. Every single kick wide to the left. Yo. That's terrible. 3 straight damn kicks. Where is Vince McMahon when you need him? Where is Vince McMahon when you need him? You're fired, bro. Pack him up. You're fired. What? Pack him all the way up. The Cowboys are still alive only because they cannot, under any circumstance, the Eagles just cannot make any field goals to save their life. Oh, Tate is fucked up. He about to go to sleep. Tate about to get knocked out. He's incredibly predictable. His head is constantly down. Referee got to keep separating him. Tate about to get knocked out.
Gotcha, bitch.
Andrew Tate about to get knocked out right now. That's a knockdown. He about to get knocked out. Caveman Patu said somebody call Fred the fish. He's yelling, my leg. Yeah, the Eagles need to get it together, bro. But if they trusting in Jake Elliott, they're gonna have a bad time. I don't know how the ref is not stopping the fight, bro. Andrew Tate's done. Ref got to stop the fight. Andrew Tate's done. He's not even throwing hands. He's done. Fight done. Yeah, top G getting whooped. He looking like bottom G. Uppercut. It's a wrap. Tate hasn't fought in over a decade. No. He fought in 5 years ago. He fought 5 years ago. But it's a wrap. No way he misses a 4th kick. Facts. No way he misses a 4th kick, right? No way he misses a 4th kick, right? I would hope not. Because if they line up for another kick, how is the ref not stopping the fight, bro? That's crazy. I cannot believe they letting them go to another round, bro. This is insane. They let him go to the next round. It's crazy, bro. That's a terrible ref. That's a terrible ref. Can't wait for the commentary. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get one. He about to knock him out. Tate is finished. He about to knock him out. But we're at halftime. 10-7 is the lead. The Eagles and Jake Elliott, 3 missed field goals. 3 in a row. Yeah, the fight in Dubai, yeah. Yeah, they just letting it go. They letting it go, but it's a wrap, bro. Chase about to win it right here. He's not a good fighter from fighting standpoint at all. But Tate washed. Homie was struggling to walk the entire time. I like the Missy Elliott. Jake Missy Elliott, I like that. I like that. I'm going to use that in the commentary. Most influential wrestler of the last 20 years. Influential? What, the Young Bucks with everybody spamming fucking super kicks? He changed his last name to Moody? I mean, with the way Elliott, I like Missy Elliott. That's a good one. Missy Elliott's the perfect way to explain it.
Is now following.
Jake Missy Elliott. Jake Missy Elliott. Jake Moody on the Commanders. Yeah, he pretty much just watching Jake Elliott miss. You found your Crush's OnlyFans. What you talking about? I found Crush's OnlyFans. Missy Elliott is what a lot of the Eagles fans has called him all year. Yeah, we're missing field goals like that. You might as well call son Missy Elliott. Chase gonna go for another uppercut. Whoa. Payne said that's our crush. Now, what part of the game? Yo, what's good with y'all, huh? Some gooners in the chat. Y'all gotta relax. Bad weekend for guys named Jake. Jake Elliott. Jake Paul. Jake's taking losses. And now we're Tate about to take a loss now. If your name is 4 letters, last or first name, you're having a bad time. Moody coming back to Debo again. Yeah, they end up together again. They got 60 seconds, and somehow this fight is still going. Yeah, they must have like a no retire into the corner clause. You must win by knockout or decision because it's a wrap. Lone Wolf said time to goon to Sophie Rain. See, that's your problem. See, that's your problem. If my flashlight wasn't weak, the high-powered lights would have made it into your living room. Jason Peters is crazy. In 2025, Jason Peters is outrageous. I couldn't believe he was still on a squad. I think the last place he played was Chicago. Yeah, at least it's the last round. It was a horrid fight. It was a horrid fight. Terrible referee work. That's a bathroom break of a fight. Yeah, they might as well just ring the damn bell right now. This fight trash. Tate lost. Fight trash. That shit was ass. Seahawks 2024. He was on Seattle. Oh, that's right. He was a backup. Yeah, they had him in a rotation. He was a backup. Somebody check on Logan Ball. Well, no way the judges are biased towards it. Nah, there's no way. There's legit no way. Tate got fucked up. Tate got fucked up. Now, albeit his first time boxing, his background is in kickboxing, so maybe if his kickboxing, he could use the legs, but there's no excuse. Like Tyron Woodley was a wrestler, and then he got his ass whipped as well. So you got to take the L's, you got to take the jokes. It's a wrap. They're gonna have memes forever. And he got a bad walk too. You need McNichols, or you got him on your fantasy? You got him on your fantasy? Yeah, Woodley got knocked out again, but low-key, Silva, I don't even say low-key, it's kind of high-key. Silva fainted the knee ever so slightly because both of them have the MMA background. Silva fainted the knee. Woodley reacted to it, left it open. Bam, uppercut caught him, and it was a wrap from there. It was a wrap from there. That feint, I'm like, because when I was watching, I was at my boy's house because he had a gathering that they were doing. So I'm over there, and when I looked at the replay, I'm like, nah, I did not just see this man pick up his damn leg. Like, come on now. The moment you see it, like, yo, we boxing. Why would I react to that? Because you know they both got the background in MMA. So once you saw the leg come up and Woodley faint, I was like, oh, it's a wrap. Back up, it's a wrap. But Woodley was getting fucked up, though. Woodley was getting fucked up, though. There's no way he lift both hands for a draw. I can't believe they didn't end this fight sooner, bro. This should have been a TKO. Tate, no, he took a loss. Son lumped up. Man, put your damn arm down. You know damn well you ain't win. This shit rigged if they lifted for Tate. This shit completely rigged if they lifted to Tate. There's no way. There's no way. That shit be rigged if they lifted for Tate. E-Man for 5-1 said, what's the most complete NFL team you ever seen? 07 Patriots. 07 Patriots is probably the most complete team I've ever seen because that team was fucking all world. 07, 03 Patriots as well. Yeah, Chase won. But 07 Patriots is probably the most complete squad. You need Goddard. Is he playing today? He ain't make no plays. Tyron Woodley telling people, don't sleep on him again? I hope not. Wait, middle decision. What? Middle? How's that not unanimous decision? That's crazy, bro. How is that not unanimous decision? That's outrageous, bro. How is that not a unanimous decision? What? How is that not unanimous decision? Come on, bro. Yeah, this shit rigged. That shit rigged. That shit's rigged. I think he owns the company as well, but that shit rigged. That should have been unanimous decision. What the fuck you talk about? MD, come on, man. Come on, man. That's outrageous. Majority decision. Go fuck yourself, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bro, part of Hustlers University. They got a rep from Hustlers University. That's outrageous, bro. A tie? Crazy. Crazy. Somebody tell Buddy to go ride a You know what? Let's not do that. Just tell him to go home. Just go home and walk home. Nah, it was a majority decision. Chase won. It was a majority decision. Chase won. But whoever the ref was that said a tie is crazy. But yeah, I would say most complete team, NFL team is the 07 Patriots. Probably be the squad that I would have there slotted for most complete team. KSI and his manager owned the company. They did a pretend hostile takeover with Oh, they did a pretend. Oh, okay. I thought he actually came because I don't know much about it. It was just legit. I didn't know Tate was fighting until earlier today. And then a buddy of mine, Brown, one half of Black and Brown for me, he sent me a message. Like, yo, man, you the owner of the company? I'm like, I don't know anything about it. I'll take your word for it, though. Official Platoon said that I love you, you love me as fight. Well, yeah. All of the Patriot teams were completely cheating. I mean, they were cheating as well. But they were a bit complete. Did I get to 11,000? Oh, I got like 20 more steps, and I'm at 11,000 steps, and I get off the treadmill. How long have I been on this treadmill? An hour, 21 minutes? Oh, I got like 0.5 to get to 4 miles. I'll walk till 4 miles. I'll do that. I'll walk to 4 miles. They did video promos with Tate claiming he's taking the company from KSI, when in truth, KSI is just taking a small step to focus on other things. Okay. One way or another, it's one big game, and the public isn't in on it. Because a lot of times, especially with influencers, content creators, and partnerships and stuff like that, you could put on a facade for the cameras and everything, and they just laughing together in the back green room that you don't see. So a lot of times there's a ton of manufactured beefs. Like I remember, what was it, like maybe 10 years ago when there was a ton of like collaboration between all these YouTubers and shit, and primarily in like California. I guess that's like their hub or whatever, making manufactured beefs, fraud relationships, and all this other stuff just to fuse a bunch of communities together, and you pretty much fleece the people of their watch time, and then of course, their bread as well. So that's the game. That's the game. Because unfortunately, parasocial relationships run rampant on social media. So there'd be some people who's so damn invested, they don't even recognize they're getting played. Yep, that's it for me. All right, so that's what, 80, hour, 23 minutes, 11,000 steps. Can't go wrong. All right, that's it for me. Second half getting ready to get started. Second half getting ready to get started, ladies and gentlemen. Did he lose the ball? No, he did not. Ole Miss is up 41-3 to Tulane. I wouldn't be surprised. WWE script. Well, did I watch college football? My past college football highlight commentaries were hilarious. I tune in here and there, but I'm not religious watching college football to where I can call myself a college football fan. I don't have the clearance to go and do that. It's 6:40. Yeah, so I could stick around for the third quarter. I can't do the fourth, but I could stick around for the third quarter. $14.55. Mariota middle. Got him. Catch. Get up. Get up. Get up. He's down. Adoree Jackson getting beat again. Actually, no. I think that was on Quinyon Mitchell. Yeah, if there's no way the Commanders win, they can. They legitimately can. They could catch him up. Congrats to the U, indeed. It's all about the U. It's all about the U. Where's Uncle Luke when you need him? Pass incomplete here. The Commanders got to start. Oh, shit. Mariota got tripped up. No, he's all right. He's all right. Smoke in the building. You didn't expect Miami to beat Bama? No, Miami didn't beat Bama. They beat A&M. Bama beat the Sooners. No, yeah, they beat the Sooners. Mariota gonna throw. Got him. Good break up there by Quinyon Mitchell. Able to knock that down. All right, let me get you guys some statistics. Saturday Night Football is going to be a great game. I wish I could stick around and see it. I'll probably watch it from the venue that I got to go to. But let's see here. Marcus Mariota, 7 of 13, 95 yards. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts is 12 of 17 with 112 yards, has that lone touchdown pass to Devontae Smith. Meanwhile, pretty much this has been an even game. Oh, shit, Mariota better get rid of the football. He better get rid of the football. He's in trouble. Able to avoid the pocket. There's a late flag that came in. Pass is incomplete, but I think that flag is 100% on Washington. That's going to back him up an extra 5. That's going to back him up. I said another 5. That's actually going to back him up another 10. Holding up. You know what's hilarious? If he fled more towards his left, maybe he could have been in a better spot. If he bailed towards his left, he could have been in a better spot. Mike Irvin kissing on the cat. Wait, kissing the coach is why he kissed the coach? Michael Irvin kissed the coach? I didn't know that. 4th and 10. Mike Irvin kissed the coach? Shit. Let me see if I can find the clip. That's what I'm Googling right now. Oh, they just have a shot. Oh, wait. I found it on Instagram. Hold on. Yeah, I got it on Instagram. Which cheek is crazy? Oh, he just went over to go find coach, and oh yeah, that's not too. Yeah, it's not. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing. Son is hella hype. Oh wait. Ah shit, I was too late. I'm gonna have to switch. I'm gonna have to switch it. Give it a sec. Once it reset, I'm gonna switch it. Actually, I'll go here. Look. Yeah. Yeah. He just hella hype. He kissed him on the cheek. He kissed him on the cheek. Matt said this call Mecklenburg. He was a linebacker, right? Well, it just depends, because here's the thing, right? Like, because he played what, the 70s, 80s? You're in the same era of LT, so there's probably a situation where it's going to be very difficult. Now, albeit he's in the AFC, so what are the linebackers in the 80s? Well, I don't know. Somebody's gonna have to see if they can make a make a push to see if he can mess around and get in. Let me move this treadmill up out of here. Let me move this up out of here. All right, we back. We back. Walking to the shadow room is hilarious. Oh yeah, we back. Good lord. Sit my black ass down, man. Goku Adon. Well, I was using instant transmission. Mariota might be out. Oh, that's not good. If Mariota's out, that's it. Game done. If Mariota gone, game done. Oh, there's Dallas Goedert. Somebody needed Dallas Goedert, right? Dallas Goedert's back. Commentary said Redskins backup QB is warming up because Mariota might be shaken up. Well, first off, Redskins or Commanders? But that's neither here nor there. I got so many belts. You think I'm a dominatrix? It's crazy. Jay Knight just put 20 on it, said Merry Christmas. My charger. You hate that the Eagles are running shotgun every single play? They should be running the football down somebody's throat, but evidently that's not the case. It'll always be Redskins to you. I mean, you're not wrong. It'll be Redskins to me as well. And if I remember correct, I think the president was talking about trying to get them to change their name back. I don't think it's going to happen. What a catch. Devontae Smith. That's a first down, too, because forward progress gives him the first. Forward progress gives him the first there. That's a first down. If it's QB2, get the Death Note ready. I gotta get it ready for Dallas because they going into the shadow realm. Kang said, "Are we getting more gym streams? The last one was fire. Oh, in due time." Shit, Mariota's going into the damn locker room. Uh-oh. They're in a bad way. Mariota going into the locker room. That's not good. At all. It's not good at all. Saquon Barkley. First down. O-line regressed bad. And you know the run isn't going to work. And that's why they're not going to be a legitimate threat there in the postseason. Now, albeit you can't, overlook the heart of a champion, but they're not playing very good football. Yeah, Eminem's Marcus Mariota going into the locker room. Third down. Oh, shit. Jalen under, or I should say first down. Jalen under duress going to have to throw that football away. Who's the backup for Washington? I actually don't know. Let me see here. For the Commanders, their backup quarterback is Josh Johnson. Wow. Josh Johnson. You're telling me the NFL slut will get another opportunity to get into it? That's wild. Wow. Josh Johnson. The 39-year-old gets another chance. That is funny as hell. That is funny as hell. He'll get another opportunity to go and play football, man. This dude been on a different team every single year for how many? He played on 10 different organizations. Since 2009, he's been in the league. The only spot he was in the same spot for 2 years in a row was where? Tampa at the early of his career. In the beginning of his career, he played 3 years for Tampa, then went Cleveland, Cincinnati, Washington. Then he went to the AAF, went to the XFL, returned to the NFL, played with the Jets, then Baltimore, San Francisco, last year in Baltimore, and then this year he's in Washington. This man hasn't been in the same spot since the first Obama administration. Gotcha, bitch. Osama bin Laden was still alive the last time he played on a team consecutive years. That's hilarious. And Josh Johnson, at 39 years old, is going to get ready to come in and play quarterback for the Washington Commanders. Fourth down, might as well keep the offense on the field. 4th and 7, they said, fuck it. Keep the offense out there. We don't trust Jake Elliott no more. He's 11 of 15 on the road versus the Commanders. Missed 2 field goals tonight. He really missed 3. Because one of them got taken off. All right, here we go. Oh, he's going down the field. Intercepted. Oh, did he get the foot down? Hey, tell you the truth, it's actually better if he didn't get that foot down. That's an arm punt. If I'm the Commanders, I would, oh shit, there's laundry on the field. Damn. Oh, that's a killer. Illegal contact. What? This man went to tackle him, you fucking idiot. You dumbass, bro. Oh, get Harris off the field. Let me see if this would have been a legitimate interception regardless. Did he get the second foot down? I think he did. I think he did get the second foot down. This dumbass, bro, you fucking idiot. What are you hugging him for? Oh, my Lord. It would have been better if he just batted the ball down because remember, it's 4th down in this situation. You'd get the ball at the 41-yard line. Why would you want to intercept it inside the 6? Ridiculous, bro. Favorite New Balance 608 colorway. Oh, I wouldn't know. Why is illegal contact a penalty? Because the if you are beyond 5 yards, you can't make contact with the with the offensive, player prior to the football being thrown, or I should say before they had an opportunity to make a play on the ball. So illegal contact is any contact with a receiver beyond 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. Son just hugging folks. 3rd and 1. Gain of 1 or 2. Damn, son, this is midway through the 3rd quarter right now. This is a long-ass drive. They went, what, 3 and out? This whole remainder of the quarter has been all Eagles. They went 4 and out. The drive was less than a minute. They went 4 and out. This whole quarter has been all Eagles. Handoff, Shayshawn Barkley going nowhere. Second and 9. 2nd and 9. What do you got here? Jalen Hurts, dump off. Dotson going nowhere. There's Wagner again. Bobby Wagner making even more plays. What are the Eagles doing? They got no fire. I mean, they got to go for it, shell out for it all right now, because 4th down coming up. You're pretty much in this close to the uprights. It makes sense to just go kick the field goal here, but is Todd Bowles the new Mike Tomlin? No. Although he's been, 9 and 8, 8 and 9, 10 and 7. Incomplete. Oh! Another fucking goddamn defensive pass interference or holding. These motherfuckers can't stop shooting themselves in the foot, bro. It's a pass interference. If they pick this flag up, the crowd is going to fucking erupt. Pass interference in the end zone. Automatic. I hate this. I absolutely hate the spot foul, bro. Because all you got to do is fuck up in the end zone and immediately you get moved all the way down there, bro. Where's the flag? Let me see here. That's not a flag, bro. That's not a fucking flag. That's not a fucking flag. That's not a fucking flag, bro. That's not a fucking flag, bro. Oh, he just swang at him. They That's not a flag. That's a soft call. That's a soft call. I don't like that for pass interference. I don't like that for pass interference. Like, that's illegal contact, but they didn't throw it for that. They threw the pass interference for this. That's not pass interference. That's not pass interference. There was illegal contact at maybe the 1 yard line, but the referees didn't see that there. They threw the pass interference for at the end of the play. That's not pass interference. That's weak as hell. It should have been 4th down. That's weak as hell. They about to get another false start over here. False start. Reffing ain't never been worse than this year, bro. It's bad reffing. Good to see the tush push failing. Yeah, 100%. It's gonna end up getting outlawed. I don't care that the success rate is going down. It's 100% gonna get outlawed because now it's this one. This one's not even a false start, to be honest with you. That's a makeup call. That's a makeup call. It was a bit of a fault. Now, that was a bit of a false start, but what's the probability the referees are able to identify? Because how many times do we see folks jump off sides, or I should say false start in games, and they don't get called? But on this one, now you're almost itching to throw the flag for the false start. Third and goal. Saquon wants him to run that same play again. All right, third and goal. Remember, Hurts can run if he has to. He's going to flee to the outside. Oh, yeah, it's a flag regardless. It don't even matter if they score. It's coming back. It's coming back. They got laundry on the field. Dotson, your touchdown don't even count. It's coming back. It's coming back. That's a hold. Back him up. Extra 10. Good call by the referee. That's the right call. That's the right call. Yeah, it's a flag fest in this quarter. Flag fest in the last 3 minutes. There might have been 7 penalties called on just this damn drive. Actually, let me see here. On this is, how long is this drive? 16 plays. 16 plays, 10 minutes. We had illegal contact, pass interference, holding, another holding, false start. We're up to 5 flags already. Oh, total, not even just accepted, total. Hurts got to throw, got him. Got it regardless. It didn't even fucking matter. It didn't even fucking matter. You got to be kidding me. The flag backs them up, and then somehow Goddard, with a spectacular catch on an even better pass there from Hurts, puts it high enough to where only Goddard can get it. And Washington ends up putting Philly in a position to go and make this a 4-point lead. You're right there in coverage, bro. You're right there in coverage, bro. Damn, Martin. It's good. 4-point lead. The tush push spam wouldn't last 20 years ago. Well, Paul Tagliabue would have 100% probably banned that. And if it was Pete Rozelle, which obviously he was already, deceased, I think in like 98, 2000, they were saying. But yeah, that wouldn't have flown in his league. They ran 6 plays on 1 set of downs. Crazy, ain't it? Why are the Eagles making this so difficult? Well, I couldn't tell you. Oh, it's 7:03. Yeah, we got until the end of the quarter. The moment that the third quarter's concluded, we're gonna do the fourth quarter, and then I'm out of here. It's about that time for me. It's about that time for me. 7:03. I gotta get ready to go. Palomalu would have fried that shit. Yeah, because he's going up top. And then you also got to consider the boys up front. If you got Casey Hampton in the middle, man, that shit ain't going to work. Sean Taylor coming over top. Ray running full speed, filling in the gaps there. Dallas has been amazing this year. Who lied to you? Who lied to you? A lot of undisciplined football is happening, but it ended up being worth it. Am I going live tomorrow night? Yes, I am. Tomorrow night. Pittsburgh, Detroit is at 4:25, and then right into New England and Baltimore. Doom. I appreciate you. Blue said, I'm making you yawn. Isn't it funny how that works? Like you see one person yawn, then all of a sudden now you yawn. Load this here. Hit from Ray Lewis or a hit from Sean Taylor. Pick my poison. I'd rather get hit by Sean Taylor because Ray Lewis provided way more force. But the downside is it depends on how far out somebody is coming. Because if you have Ray Lewis who's about 5 yard deep, because let's just say we're doing a Oklahoma drill simulation. Ray and I, because I'm about 7 yards off the ball, maybe 5 yards off the ball. Ray is about 5 yards off the ball. So we have 10 yards of separation. He has 10 yards to go and try to go and pick up. And now I have a chance to get hit from him there. If it's the same distance between Ray and Sean, I'd go Sean. But if Sean is lined up at 12 to 15, and, well, 12 to 15 is crazy. It's more. Yeah, actually, no. Yeah, 12 to 15 actually makes more sense. If he's at about like 12 to 15, and I'm 5 behind, that's between 20 to fucking 25. Man, I ain't gonna let son get that much head of steam. It's gonna be a bad situation. Steeler said, do I use Just for Men to dye my hair? Absolutely not. That's why I got grays. I don't use no Just for Men. Natural aging process. I ain't that guy. Sean Taylor skeleton can't move right now. Yeah, that is true. Oh yeah, look, yeah, Mariota looked like he might be concussed. I thought he was just limping, but evidently that's not the case. Here's old man Johnson, 39 years old. The NFL slot journeyman. He's gonna throw. Oh, he's gonna eat a sack. He throws it into somebody's back. That's not a fumble. He actually threw that ball. It's not a fumble. It's not a fumble.
You don't find that to restore my community.
Your boy Nabayi just gifted 1 subs.
You don't find that suspicious. Your boy Nabayi gifted 1 subscription.
Your boy Bay giving out gifts. And who's it? Put 2 on it. Said start bench cut trade. Hurts, Vic, McNabb, Cunningham. I am starting of that group. You know what? I'd probably start McNabb. I would. Oh, what a pass caught by Debo. Debo Samuel still on his feet. What a play. Johnson with a fucking dime. Oh, my God. Yo, that's a hell of a pass. That's a hell of a fucking pass. Debo with a magnificent catch. Debo almost broke loose there. Debo 100% almost broke loose there. That was a hell of a play. Wow. Hey, That was all right. That was all right. 2 minutes left to go here in the quarter. Josh Johnson moving the chain. Able to go find Debo, and they got laundry on the field. This is most likely coming back. Big Easy.
Big Easy 412
Resubscriber
underscore just resubscribed for 4 months.
Much love. Why do Eagles think he fumbled? Oh, because once the ball is loose and it's on the ground, folks immediately start thinking, hey, man, it's a loose ball. Let me see. How many yards did Randall Cunningham have? His Vikings Cunningham was a dog, but before that, he was kind of run of the mill in Philly. He was all right, but wasn't anything too special. Cunningham at 207, 134. Yeah, I'd probably still go McNabb. But then now it's just a matter of so I'd say shit, man. I'd start McNabb. Cunningham has more of an. You know what? If Vic don't go to prison, we could have seen something special. And then we saw a variation of it when he was in Philly. You know what? Fuck it. I'd start McNabb. I'd bench Vic. I would trade Cunningham. I'm cutting Hurts. Jermaine Patu said Jake Paul looked like a newborn flamingo last night. Indeed. Third down, they're going to have to go again. One half of the Ku Klux Clamps making plays. Big Easy said, well, hope I'm doing well. What's my score prediction for the Steelers and Lions tomorrow? 30. Go 30, 34, 21. Lions. They still trailing by 4 here. What Johnson got? He's going to have to let that ball go. Johnson, that's a bad pass. He threw it right to fucking Cooper DeJean was right there. That was a terrible fucking pass. That was a terrible fucking pass. Oh, my God. That was a terrible fucking pass. It was so incredibly a telegraph. That was a terrible fucking pass. No, Watt's not playing. That was a terrible fucking pass. You could he sidearmed the ball like, yo, bro, he threw the ball like a 39-year-old. What the fuck were you doing? That was a terrible fucking pass. That was a terrible fucking pass. Cooper Bella is crazy. Cooper Bella is crazy. That's crazy. All right. Yeah, pick. He threw it straight to the defense. He threw it straight to the defense. Star Killer Patuan said, what's the best for sustained success? Great head coach or GM? GM. Because if you draft incredibly well, you can have a rotation. I don't want to say a rotation of coaches, but if you draft incredibly well, if you got good coordinators, but if you got a bad head coach, more often than not, the coordinators will end up going elsewhere, and then you can't really disguise it. But a great head coach, but if you got to ask GM, you're in a tough spot. You're going to be middle of the pack. You got a great GM, they can end up making a good coach look great. Because you got good enough players come in, bro, they're going to find a way to make things work. So I'd say great GM. Captain Patuan said Nikki Bella just exploded after that pick. Well, you said it, not me. That's how the white man intercepts the football. Ari Roseman built 2 different Super Bowl teams in just 8 years. Yeah. I go GM. All right, let's see if they could score here before the end of the quarter. I don't know why Josh Johnson. This doesn't make any sense. Even Greg Olson saying, like, I don't know why you. There's literally nothing there, bro. What the fuck are you doing, son? This shit just doesn't make any sense. Why? Who makes that throw? Literally nobody makes that throw. Would I rather take Carson Palmer or Joe Burrow if I was the Bengals GM? What do you mean Carson Palmer or Joe Burrow? What kind of question is that? It's 100% Joe Burrow. It's 100% Joe Burrow. The concern is just availability, but it's 100% Joe Burrow. All right, Bobby Wagner still making plays at 35, 36. Bobby Wagner Sr. did Father Time piss you off. Hey, he's out here balling. He's having a very good game. Ah, shit. Well, there it is. It's the final period. I can't be around for the entire fourth quarter, but if I didn't have somewhere to be, I could be here, but I'll give you a fourth quarter. Maybe I'll stick around for the conclusion of that drive, but I got to head out. Yeah, there's Saturday games because, you know, we're getting into the holiday season, so they'll have a couple of games on the Saturday, and then they'll carry into next week where we got 3 games on Christmas. I'll be live for one of the games on Christmas. I don't know which one yet, but I'll figure that out. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. I'm just going to wait till the opening of the next drive once we enter into the fourth, and then at that point, we up out of there. Yeah, the NFL slut is playing, but maybe not for long because Mariota came out of the tunnel. Dominic is a U-Tree subscriber. He said the Bills are going to Super Bowl. Supreme Mindset has been an honor. As you can see, I'm no longer on the treadmill. Lately, you've been on WCW YouTube channel watching old matches. Can't go wrong with that, Boomer Sooner. Wish I could stream the rematch tonight for the Packers and Bears. Yeah, it would have been cool to watch that because, like I said at the top of the stream, originally it was supposed to be Packers and Bears as the first game, and then Eagles Commanders as the evening game. But the Commanders asked this year, so they switched it. Do I have faith in my Steelers? They got to prove it to me. Do I have, like, overall faith? Not so much. But I'll tell you this much. If they beat Detroit and they play the way they did the last 2 weeks, once I thought I was out, they pull me back in. That's what'll get me. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we arrive at the final period of this game, where the Commanders trail by 4 at home in a game that Philly may not necessarily need to win, but for Dallas, they need them to lose. Can the Commanders stop playing around, take their receipt to the sperm bank and get their comeback, or will Philadelphia clinch the NFC East tonight in prime time and take the dead Namekian to the funeral home and put the nail in the coffin? Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to the fourth What up? 3rd and 2. What do you got, Hurts? Rolling right. He's going to run. First down. First down. Run, Jalen, run. Run, Jalen, run. Big time first down. Damn. Great play. Way to stop Barkley in the backfield. McNally said you've been a subscriber since 2017. That's love. You're glad the Saturday games aren't ass for once? Indeed. What a play. Son got caught with a fucking night train necktie. Come on now. Y'all got to hurry up and end this drive real quick. Dotson with the reception here. They're probably going to have to, if they get a field goal, they make it a 7-point lead. But if you're Washington, if you hold them to nothing, that'd be even better. But keep in mind, Jake Missy Elliott is certainly Missy Elliott tonight, missing 3 kicks in a row. One of them didn't count because a flag ultimately resulted in a first down for Philly, and then he backed that up by going and missing a field goal anyway. The Dong said happy holidays. Happy same holidays to you as well. Justin Pavavon says, somebody who lost their brother earlier this year, I feel your pain, Adonis. Watching your video, you can relate to every part I was feeling. I appreciate, for one, before I even say I appreciate you, my condolences to you. My condolences to you, and I appreciate you popping into the chat on a consistent basis to pretty much tune in with whatever it is that we got going on. But yeah, man, I'm glad it resonated, with you. I'm still trying to figure it out, now. But hey, you do what you can. The first down, they're inside the 15. All right, they get a touchdown here. I have no faith in Josh Johnson, and it doesn't look like Mariota's returning. Oh, shit, Shayshawn Barkley. Wow, he stayed on his feet. That's a touchdown. Hey, pack him up. Pack him up. Unless Josh Johnson wakes the fuck up. This is it. This is it. This is it. Good God. He went low on the spin. Look at the center of gravity. That's what happens when you squat well over 500 pounds. Shayshawn Barkley making plays, bro. Shayshawn Barkley making plays, bro. Absolutely keeping it together to take it to the end zone and make this a 2-possession lead. Oh, my Lord. What a play. What a play. Shayshawn Barkley takes it to the end zone, and Philadelphia leads by 11, and it's bad news. No, defense. No, what's going on? I thought we were supposed to be held to the Commanders, but we're not playing very good football. You need to win. We need you to win. I want to stay alive. Come on. Mariota, Jaden Daniel, Dotson. Somebody's got to save us. Come on. You have to keep the Cowboy alive. Defense, offense, save us. I don't want to go in the Death Note. I don't want to go in the Death Note. I don't want to go in the Death Note. I don't want to go in the Death Note. I don't want to go in the Death Note. I don't want. I don't know what the fuck going on, bro. I don't know what the fuck going on. Justin said thoughts on Miami winning the college station today. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. But, ladies and gentlemen, I have some engagements that I have to attend to. So this will be the conclusion. We shall find out who's going to ultimately end up getting that vaunted.
After I get that W. Dun, 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 dun.
We'll find out momentarily. But if the Eagles get the W, the Cowboys are going into the Death Note in the commentary tomorrow. Saturday games will be compiled with all of the Sunday games as well. I got to begin the process of going and getting ready. I will see you guys tomorrow. Go live on IG is hilarious. You think I'm Shannon Sharp out here? That is not what is going down. That is not what's going down. Something I got a date. That is not the situation. Shannon Sharp went live for a different reason. You know what he was out there doing? He was blasting like, you know. But that's not what we're here to talk about. I appreciate y'all tuning into the stream. Hopefully the fourth quarter is very entertaining. I will see you guys tomorrow evening.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.